So PokeBeach just put out this article which shows some stats from the Pokemon TCG Pocket app in its first year of being released, and the stats are really shocking. You know, the Pocket app is one of the big reasons why we have this crazy card market. I've been talking about this for a while now. You looked at the data and how many downloads there were within like the first like few weeks, month of this app, and this being a TCG app. It was kind of obvious that this was a huge reason why we saw a huge increase in card popularity in Pokemon. And I mean, you look at this data and it kind of you can connect the dots here. This is a huge reason why the Pokemon supply is basically nothing, because I think there was a lot of conversion with people opening virtual packs to wanting to open the real thing. So the title of this is Pokemon TCG Pocket earned record 1.25 billion. Guys, billion. We're talking about billions of dollars, 1.25 billion from a virtual card app. That's insane. And that's in its first year. Sparked current Pokemon TCG shortages. $1.25 billion from a virtual pack opening, and you actually don't get the physical card. That's insane. And it goes to show, I mean, think about how many people, what small percentage of people that were spending money on this Pocket app would need to enter the real physical TCG, place to make it, how it is right now, this market where things are so, scarce. Not a lot, considering how much was spent on just the TCG Pocket app, virtual cards, what little amount of people that actually, would have to go over to make this, a problem with supply. It's not that many. And just looking at this data, you guys will see. So here's the big data here. To celebrate its global launch a year ago today, Pokemon TCG Pocket app has released a video revealing the following stats. 18 billion booster packs opened. Pretty insane. 18 billion. That is a ridiculous number. 18 billion packs. 111.7 billion cards collected. 96 million trades conducted. Launched 4 months into release, so that means total it was only 8 months of data here. 12 billion battles held. 490 million showcases created. 6 billion likes sent. 150 million app downloads. I mean, guys, like I said, I know not everybody who is going to, use this app is going to automatically buy Pokemon cards and collect them. I understand that. But like I said, only a small portion of people that actually, have this app, 150 million downloads. Think about just even 1% of this would be 1.5 million, right? 10%, 15 million people. Just think about that for a second. That's the percent. Like, it could be a few percent, and we're talking about millions of new people. I'm telling you, it's pretty crazy when you really think about how, the numbers here and what small portion of people would need to move over to the physical TCG space and cause this market. Not that many. Pocket players collected 10 times more cards than the physical Pokemon TCG printed in its best year. However, this isn't a one-to-one comparison since players receive 2 free packs a day from the immediate convenience of their phones. So they're basically just trying to say that there's a lot of people opening virtual packs, but it's not a great comparison because I guess they get free packs, you don't have to pay for it. So that's what they're trying to say here. The Pokemon, here, let me scroll down here. The Pokemon TCG printed 11.9 billion cards from March 2022 to 2023. That's its best year. And I guess the most recent data is 10.2 billion. It was like a 1.7 billion decrease of printing cards. The latter period largely predates the current shortages that started in the fall of 2024. Once next year's numbers are revealed, we'll learn what Pokemon's max printing capacity is during the heightened demand. Yeah, we'll see what happens to the numbers during this boom, because from pretty much this date, Obviously maybe a little bit later than March 2024, but from this time frame, we'll see like from 2024 to 2025, we'll see really what that printing capacity, if how much it's increased. The release of the Pocket undoubtedly sparked the current shortages of the physical Pokemon TCG. According to TCG players' pricing data, median card prices began climbing immediately after Pocket launched. Yeah, I feel like, and this is what I've talked about also like a while ago. I think the Surging Sparks releasing, and then the Pocket app releasing. I'm pretty sure the Surging Sparks came up before the Pocket app. I'm pretty sure, or was it after, or was it the same time? They're around the same time. I mean, all that within a short time period of each other. I think really, sparked a lot of this crazy, demand. According to App Magic, which tracks data from Apple and Google, Pocket's first year generated more revenue than the first year of every other Pokemon app ever released, even including Pokemon Go, which earned 245 million in its first year. Guys, that's what 5 times more it earned the Pocket app. I'm telling you, it's crazy. While Pocket's monthly spending has trended downward, the app still generates more money than Pokemon Go each month, which still averages around 30 million. Still a lot, but obviously, probably not anywhere near as much it was before, but still a lot. It remains unclear if Pocket's revenue has stabilized, but today's launch of Mega Rising featuring Mega Evolutions is expected to draw more players back to the app. So you can see there's some pretty crazy data here, and this being a TCG app, you can see how maybe there was a pretty even small amount. There was a good amount of people number wise that probably converted to the real physical cards and caused this whole demand spike and why there were supply issues. So now let's just read some of the comments here. One stat Pocket forgot to mention: created 1 million scalpers, and this is like the most liked comment here. So yeah, I mean, the Pocket app itself, I don't think, didn't create scalpers, right? I mean, it created more demand, which I guess indirectly you could say maybe had people looking at the space that saw money and then started to scalp. But I don't think there's like a direct correlation here. But yeah, I mean, I guess indirectly maybe it did cause it, but I don't think it's to blame that this app is evil. It created all these scalpers. Like, I don't think so. I'd say that the market collapse of sneaker resale, okay, whatever. Nothing that interesting. Yay. I hold a lot of resentment for Pocket and wish it never released. Maybe I would like it if Pokemon were at all prepared for so many new collectors in the physical TCG space, but they weren't, so I will only see its release as a poorly planned dumpster fire. As for the app itself, it's a cute little collector app, pretty inoffensive, I suppose, excluding the game itself, which seems terrible. Nothing the physical doesn't give me, though, so it's only been a negative to the hobby for me. Why anyone would spend money on digital cards when you can buy cards you can resell if you ever move on will always baffle me. Sorry for the rant. I mean, this is just an opinion, right? You're going to get mad and say that I hate the Pocket app because it caused this. To be honest, I don't even know, maybe Pokemon did know, maybe there's going to be some, a conversion of people, but I mean, to ramp up production of, physical cards just because you're releasing this app, I don't know. I mean, you can, I guess have an opinion about it, but to be negative and be all mad that, them releasing this app caused this, surge of demand. I mean, what is there to complain about? I mean, just what happened, right? And I guess this person's also just ranting that they don't understand why people would buy digital cards when you can buy real cards to resell. I mean, okay, that's just all your opinion, I guess. So this person replying to the guy that said created 1 million scalpers, correlation isn't causation. I had a distaste of the Pocket from the start when it got a ton of exclusive artworks that we will never get on physical cards, but watching the physical hobby has turned into over the last year because the Pocket app has made me hate the app. It's kind of ridiculous that every month another new set drops and it's basically here we go again. So once again, this person just getting mad at Pokemon Company for doing something. It's like, I mean, they're just trying to make money. I mean, they're a business at the end of the day. You're going to get mad at them for creating an app and it being popular. Like, what are we? This is the things. Like, what are we complaining about? You're complaining about a company creating an app that's popular. Like, isn't that the point of any company, to create something popular and in demand? And now you're just getting mad because things are expensive. It's like, I mean, what do you want them to do? Just, oh yeah, let's have this business, right? Let's spend money on this business and not make it a popular business. Like, what? Like, that's just the craziest thing to me. Is it's obviously people just want everything for themselves and everything in their favor, which is understandable, right? You want everything in your favor, but you got to be realistic. They're just trying to make money, right? I mean, this is just unrealistic sort of stuff here. Um, see, uh, whatever. So I think that's kind of it. I mean, you guys kind of get the point here. Some pretty crazy stats. Some people complaining, obviously, about the Pocket TCG app creating this market. What do you guys think? How much of a correlation do you think there really is to the Pocket app and the physical TCG market? I think there's a huge correlation, in my opinion. I mean, it's kind of obvious how many, what happened after, the Pocket app came out and it being a TCG app. I mean, let's be real here. You're opening virtual packs. Some people are gonna, try to collect the real thing, physical cards that have value, and it's gonna happen. So I think this is a huge reason why the popularity of Pokemon began, and also it came out with around when Surging Sparks was released, and Surging Sparks was obviously very hyped up because of Pikachu. So some crazy stats here just goes to show kind of how this market first started. And yeah, just want to share this with you all. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.